Hey, how's everyone doing? Today I'd like to make another video on being an INFJ. And I will say that it's been a very long journey to just figure out who I am and you know trying to make sense of everything in my life, and it's been difficult. It's been difficult to figure out who you are as a person. As you can hear, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but it's actually raining outside, and it's actually nice that we're getting some rain. It's been it's been a dry sprout for a while. Um, but yeah, it's been really difficult to figure out what kind of life you want to live, and how you want to live your life, and what kind of needs, and what you really want out of it. And it's something that that I've struggled with, and I've been learning day by day and just figuring out where I want to go. And I've dealt with a lot of mental health issues, and I've dealt with depression, anxiety, having low moods, and just not being content with what I'm doing. And I think just naturally I like to change it up. I like to do different things, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of the time the jobs that I work at, I'm only there for you know a couple of years at the most, because I get bored with it and I get content with it, and I, because of this stress, or the emotional toll I take on, stresses and emotion probably more than most people, because of the being an empath. And I do door slam a lot of things when they become too stressful or too tedious, and you know or just being overwhelmed with a lot of negative energy and a lot of negative things going on, and then that type of thing. And it's something that I end up leaving. But I like different experiences. It's all a part of who I am. I took the personality test some time ago, and I got INFJ I think it was. And I found out it was one of the rarest personality types that exists. And, it really explains a lot. It really explains a lot of things about my life, and, why, one of the reasons at least why I feel isolated and even alienated around people. And I think part of it is with introverts naturally isolate themselves. There is a sense of just being isolated because of who you are, and being an introvert, you want to keep to yourself. You don't want too much chaos and too much drama. You try to stay away from that type of thing, and you don't like small talk, and you just want to get to the point, and you want to figure things out logically, and you want to be passionate about things that you're invested in, that you love to do, and that's one of the reasons I think why I don't stick with jobs for a very long time, is like I said, I get bored with it, and I lose my passion for it, especially if there's a lot of negative stuff going on, and I don't want to deal with that type of thing. Don't get me wrong, I'm a Taurus, and I enjoy debating. I enjoy that type of thing. I could probably be a lawyer, if I really put the effort into it. But then again, that's a long time, and, a lot of work that you have to do, and I'm pretty well done with school. I mean, I might go back for one more thing, but I'm pretty well done at this point. And, I've really looked at it like I would rather be in a job where I don't spend a lot of time with people. And don't get me wrong, like, I enjoy customer service. I enjoy talking with people. I enjoy, being friendly with people. And I have had customer service jobs, and my job right now, which I'm a child and youth worker, I deal with people all the time. I deal with their families and the youth and the clients, but it would be nice just to do something where I'm not being heavily micromanaged, and that I spend most of my time on my own, and I don't have to worry about drama and games and people causing problems, and that's, you're gonna get that in every place. I understand that, but it's like I just want to do my job, and then I want to go home, and I want to do whatever, because I enjoy other things too than just going to work. I enjoy boating, I enjoy hiking, I enjoy working out, I enjoy swimming. I there's a lot of things that I like doing that's not at work, right? And that's ultimately what I'm looking for, is to find something that really resonates with me in that respect. And I'd like to go up north. I'd like to be in a remote area and maybe have a city nearby, but I live in a small town. And just live a simple life. And I love beaches, so I'm looking for a place to be near the beach, and it's just living a simple life, honestly. And I think that's one thing that introverts look to. And I made another video previous to this called "Being Born an Introvert in an Extrovert World" and what that means. And ultimately, a lot of introverts feel like they are alienated, and that they can't be themselves. And I felt like that I can't be myself. And there's some people that I can be, and others I don't. And usually it's the other introverts that accept me for who I am, and I get along with them the best, right? But it's usually the extroverts that I can't be myself around. Otherwise, I'm going to be criticized, or I'm going to be socially rejected. And that's the thing about being an INFJ, is that you really, unless you have a lot of friends, and I don't, I will say that looking back on it, most of my friends were introverts, or at least were ambiverts, those that are a little more outgoing. Like I don't stay inside, a lot. Like I do and I don't. I enjoy being by myself. I enjoy peace and quiet, and I do enjoy work at home. And I do enjoy being comfortable at home and watching movies and being on my computer and spending time on my own. But I also enjoy going out. I enjoy socializing and that type of thing. Depends on the mood too. If I'm not in the mood for it, then I'm not going to do it. When I was younger, I used to feel pressure to do that sort of thing, and I never, but I also felt guilty for not going to parties, doing socializing and that type of thing. But I was never popular. I never had a lot of friends, and I really was never liked that much. And the last time I had a lot of friends was back in grade 2, which is going back to another life at this point. A more innocent life, but a lot more fun too. It was there was a lot of moments I enjoyed. And for those of you who stumbled across my bullying video, I made a video called "A Life in Ruins: How to Heal from a Lifetime of Bullying." It's an older video that I did, and it basically summarizes my life and what led up to, till now, and the experiences I've had, mental health and with bullying, and started when I was a young kid, and that I've never really felt like I belonged anywhere. and you just develop this, you know, I guess you could say even almost a little bit of a defensive thing, and not that I go around being defensive, but you know, being criticized and attacked, for 10 years of my life, it really, you really don't, you learn to not really trust people. And that's sad. And I always give people the benefit of the doubt, and I give them a chance, and but since I've seen it all, almost everything, the red flags are almost immediate, and because of the empath ability, I can read people very well. I can pick up on their vibes, the energy they give off. I can usually tell what someone's going to be like pretty short after I meet them. It's not long, you know. And so here I am as an INFJ and an introvert and an empath. Just want to live a drama-free life, a simple life. I would love to, spend time fishing, going out on the water, hiking, swimming, boating, and just exploring and getting together and with friends and play some video games and, watch some movies. And, that's all I'm looking for. And to work a fulfilling job that I enjoy, and not to worry about a bunch of bullshit and drama and all kinds of stuff like that. But I guess there's never a perfect place. And, that's something that I understand. Every place has its level of politics and drama, but yeah, and that's it. I will say that having the internet has been very beneficial to meeting other INFJs, and I don't recall ever meeting one in person. I probably have, but I've met a lot online. And these people, other INFJs, I feel like I absolutely connect with. And, there's one particular friend of mine that really understands me and probably understands me better than most people, and even though that we live very far apart, we can tap into each other's emotions, and it's something pretty incredible. I've never, at least to my memory, never met another INFJ, and I feel like I'm missing out. I feel like I'm really missing out on that, and I hope that one day I will, and I will. Just having the attitude and the willpower to look and to find these people, and like they say, you build it and they will come. You do something you love, and you'll surround yourself with those people, right? And that's really what it comes down to. And I've accepted. It's taken a while. I've learned the hard way. I've accepted who I am. I'm accepting that I'm an INFJ, and that's something great. Because INFJs are unique and they bring something big to the table. They're completely overlooked and underrated and dismissed. But INFJs are very sophisticated people, emotionally, logically. They're very intelligent. They the way they learn, they see patterns, and that's why a lot of INFJs are conspiracy theorists. Because they see a lot of conspiracies in everyday life, and there's a lot of nonsense out there, and a lot of stuff out there. It's hard to really tell what's going on, but there's no doubt that there are conspiracies out there, and that just because something sounds extraordinary doesn't mean it's not true. So if you're an INFJ and you're watching this video, don't give up hope. There are others like you. You just have to know where to find them. And I think that the internet has provided that, being on social media. And, I took a social media break on Facebook. Facebook was just tearing me down. It really was exhausting me because there's so much crap on there, and it was becoming more of like an addiction of like getting my next fix, you know. So I had to get off there, and I keep Messenger for, you know, people that I stay in touch with. But, you know, just be proud of who you are. You know, you're an introvert. You think a certain way. You appreciate things a certain way. You have certain needs and passions, and you know, that's who you are. You were born that way, right? And it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It means that that's who you are, and that's, you know, that's how you live. You know, and it's just a matter of finding people to surround yourself with that support you and that are positive. Because, man, there are a lot of negative people out there, and there are a lot of emotionally immature people out there. And you really have to navigate the waters, you know, and ultimately that's what I'm doing. And, you know, it's trial and error, but, you know, you just don't stop being you, you know, and if you, whatever you love to do, do it. And that includes working. You know, it's one thing to pay the bills, and I'm all for that, but pursue what you love to do, because you're going to be spending most of your life working at this job. Do what you love. And if you are applying and you can't get in, keep applying. Keep working towards it. Work on that degree or that diploma or that trade skill. Keep working hard to get there, because if it takes a lot to get to where you need to do, you have to put the work in, especially if you're passionate about it. So don't give up. Keep working at it. Keep being who you are. Keep getting involved in your passions. And, you know, if you see an opportunity to talk to somebody about something you love, do it. Take that opportunity to do so. You know, because you never know what'll happen, who you'll meet. You might get a connection, you know, you never know. All right, guys, thank you so much. Don't give up. Have hope, and be proud of who you are. If you have any questions or you want to talk about your experiences, please post in the comments below. Connect with other INFJs if you can. And, you know, just keep living your life. Just follow your passions and do what you love to do. And that's all I can really say. And, you know, we have to come together and appreciate, support each other.